Aloha, everybody. Michael here. Today I'm going to talk about the truth and what it means to be truthful and how absolute truth exists and how everything is always partially true. So, what is the truth? The truth, I feel, is evidence of trust between two beings that are having a communication. So if you feel that somebody is being truthful, you are guided to recognize that feeling and use it to continue the process of receiving the information without the bias of judgment that it is intended to manipulate or deceive you. So think about that for a second. If we listen to another being and we are unclear as to what it is that they are telling us, then what we can do is use our intuition to discern between the intention of the other, or I should say, what we can believe what the intention is versus what we know what the intention is. So we never really know for sure what another's intentions are. So if we jump to a conclusion and we think that they are deceiving us, then we're going to shut down, we're going to have a bias that will limit our reception of the message. So if you feel something is off, then just pay very close attention to what is being said. And if you're unclear, don't assume that they are intending to harm you or deceive you. Ask a question. Why do you say that? Why do you feel that? Why do you think that? Why do you believe that? So, to keep the conversation going, if you are genuinely interested in becoming more aware, you will better understand the other by listening to them. If you find that you're being frustrated, it's because you're not understanding what is being said. So there's always partially true information in everything that you experience. It doesn't matter if the other intends to deceive you. That doesn't mean that you have to allow yourself to be deceived. You can very easily temporarily disconnect from that other being if they do not make themselves clear when you ask them honest questions. So if you just listen without any bias of prejudice, then what will happen is you will receive the useful information and you will absorb it. And the information before it is received is just raw data. Energy is information, but it doesn't even become information until you absorb it. Because information is informative, it illuminates because it causes your conscious rate of frequency to either increase or decrease. So when you accept a truth, your oscillating rate of conscious frequency increases. If you deny a truth, it is going to decrease the rate of consciousness. If you accept a lie, it will decrease your rate of consciousness. If you deny the lie, then you remain static in your rate of frequency. So it's okay to assess the information as to its value based on how you feel. You're not meant to know everything all at once, are you? But you are allowed, through your free will, to know more about anything, especially yourself. I've spoken about this before in some of my writings. The truth doesn't hurt. Denying it does. So I like to listen. I like to become more well informed by paying attention to the experience that is always occurring in the present moment. So, every story ever written has partial elements of truth, because the author's reality actually did occur to them, or they wouldn't have felt compelled to write about it and retell their story. Their story is part of history. Our story is a mystery. So we're uncovering layer upon layer upon layer of truth. The veil is being lifted. When we see the light, we see more clearly. We are better able to receive the message of love and become more aware of what is actually occurring to everyone. Everybody has a different perception, and within their perception, which is their focal lens, they're able to see from whichever point of view they wish. That's called perspective. So if we can take the time to listen and pay attention and ask questions when we're confused, we will become more aware through better understanding one another. And when we understand where each of us is coming from, we'll know that we are each experiencing the same thing, just from different points of view and different focal points of vision. So, enjoy. Namaste.